think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
One that had a death before the house was finished being built. It's sad, but...
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but... the pet cemetery may be more uncomfortable than the human one.
What? Why?
3 of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Ew. Christopher the fish, Oliver the bunny. Well, these are so cool though. Look, I mean, they're little etched with what the animal was. That's really nice. I mean, that's a whole full-on little doghouse. Daisy, Charlie, Tucker, Coco, Zoe. These are all the birds. Oh, there, somebody had a frog. Oh no, what's the frog's name? I love frogs.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
I think it's really nice though. Oh. Wait, did she die the same year? She died the same year. Wait. No! These are the children! Out of curiosity, was there a Molly over here with the cat? I don't see one. There for a second, I was like, oh, it's a cat, so it's Molly. Cause... no, this is actually Molly Finch. Okay. What I want my headstone to be. The little cat with angel wings. That's cute. Calvin, outer space. Okay. Carpentry. Is that supposed to be... just what? Like, just the books? So an avid reader, maybe? Walter? That. That is so cool! That is so... that's really neat. And Barbara with the star. This is an awesome family cemetery.
Idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
I mean, she lived it. How do you expect her... I mean... this is something I've learned. You don't ever move on. You can move past something, but you never fully move on from something. It's always gonna be a part of you. You can move through it, but you can't ever just move on. Sometimes you have to go into the past in order to go into the future, so... there's my wise words of the day.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Mm-hmm. I mean, even for her, that was a constant reminder of what happened that day. Every time she looked out the window. Out of...
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand.
okay, so that's probably going back up to the house. Let me go down here. Oh. How do I... has to be a way to zoom, right? Aha.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
That's so sad. I hate that.
the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Kind of gave me the chills.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
So there's Louis, Sanjay, which would be it would be Edith's father, right? And then Milton.
We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
I mean, I would kind of like to think that, but at the same time, I think your mom was just wanting to move on. Why did the mom come back to the house anyways? Was it because Edie was in bad health? Is that what it was?
Looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing,
which way do I go?
I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Girl? This is unsafe? You don't need to be doing this in general, but definitely not while pregnant. Okay. Not step on the glass. Oh, the security light's on.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
Was this Sam's?
They were both pretty intense. Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Okay, so he was a Marine. Married. But just gosh almighty, look at all of the medals that he earned. Oh, he even had he had the, forgot what you call that on the gun, but he had it engraved. That's cool. Okay.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Okay, Kay was his ex-wife? Or late wife, right? Airline ticket. Okay. Huh. Okay. She was the one who had the pink bathroom, if I'm not mistaken. Alright. Who is...
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend. Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Oh?
Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
Oh.
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
What you doing down there?
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Oh, really? Should I take a picture of the bird?
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though. Aw.
I think that's cute. I still kind of would like to take a picture of Dad down there.
Like being outside.
What else is there to take a picture of? Anything else? Dang, this thing can zoom in really far. Oh, look, it's some more birdies. I like that one. Well, Dad?
A little more gas in the tank, I guess.
Hold still up.
Hey!
That's a keeper.
I like it.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff if you want to survive.
Hey, you
I'll
sound
be
like my
fine,
dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Oh!
Dad?
Good eyes, Dawn. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Where are you? Oh, there you are.
I...
Just breathe. Turn off your imagination. Focus on your target.
Here's a hint. Breathe in, and then as you exhale, pull the trigger.
Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Thank you. Great shot, Dawn!
Oh boy.
I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
Oh my. Oh. Oh.
Sorry, Dawn. Just gotta reset the timer.
Oh.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about
Dad!
Oh! What?
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
I bet. Oh my gosh, she probably blames herself too a lot for that. Oh no. That's very tragic. All right.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
I can imagine. Gregory. Oh, this was Gregory, Dawn, and Gus. Oh no. He was only a year old? I'm just... Okay, give me a second before I read that.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
Dawn, sleep, trash. Gus, mop, mow yard. Greg, be a baby. Jump rope, jumping jacks. Ooh. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna start off with this one first. I don't... Okay.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Oh, I get to fly it. Woo! What was that? Wait, what does that say?
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
Ah.
I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that I remember.
Huh.
You may kiss the bride.
Uh-huh. So they're having their wedding down on the little beach. Whoops. I just wanted to look around. Where's the next little... Oh. Oh.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger. The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
We're not gonna get, like, shocked by electricity, right? That's not gonna happen, right? The next little... The next little words. Oh, down here. Oh! Okay.
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
A tent!
The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
I wish that. Wish that what? Oh!
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone. Just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
I don't even know what to say after that one. I hate that. Okay, now on to the one I'm not really looking forward to. Divorce contracts. Sam Finch. Oh, Kay and Sam.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
Aww, we're in a bathtub.
I think he saw
The
things
ducky
the
is
rest of us
following
don't.
me. Swim, ducky, ducky. Oh my god, I'm the duck. Or not the duck, I'm the frog. Yes. Yes.
Over, Gregory. It's time to.
Oh.
Hold on, sweetie. Hello?
Why'd you shut the door?
Sam,
Why would you
I
do
told
that?
you I don't want to talk right now.
Boom. 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 Oh, I can hit the bubbles. Wait, hold on. No, I can't hit the bubbles. Bubbles.
What his world was like.
My world is fun.
He reminded me so much of Calvin,
Yeah, yeah.
lost in his imagination.
Oh. Oh. We got little people. Oh my god. Wait. Am I stuck? Oh.
Whatever it was, he saw.
Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. We got a whale in here now. Do-do-do-do-do. I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing, but I love it. Oh, there's a whale. Or there's words on the whale. There you go, buddy. I think I'm stuck. Okay. This is so funny. Oh! Holy crap. Can I do that again? Hold on. Do it again. Oh, no. Hold on, I'm trying to get up there, bud. You
Sure
still.
made him happy.
There you go.
I know how
Yes!
silly it sounds.
Bubble bath.
But
Yes.
I worried about a baby being too happy.
Yes.
Feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could.
Wait, what?
Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
You're a baby. What? was only a year old.
But I know what happened wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Wow. I don't even know how someone could, I mean, I know it happens. This stuff does happen. I mean, I think it's like, it doesn't even take like an inch of water for a baby to drown. I just can't imagine even the first steps of how to deal with that. Damn. Almost made me a little bit teary-eyed there.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Still, though. Still. This was just not good mental health at all. I mean, okay, so she moved up here, but, I mean, look what's down. She still had that as a reminder.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
Understandable. Not a great view. Did she go to India? Is that where she met?
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Okay. Okay. Makes more. Yep, fly to India, yep. Copy passport, yep. Okay, well that makes more sense.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
Okay, going down is not an option.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Oh, so that's why we moved back. Okay, because the dad died. Okay.
And to see kids in the house again.
Sure, it was very refreshing. The laughter of children.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
B-Mart. Oh, that's a grill. I was like, what is that? Okay.
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
Oh, was she like homeschooling? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Lewis. Edith. Uh-huh. Looked like she was sort of learning about her family. Yeah, Milton.
But it didn't last.
I hate that it didn't. This is it's an awesome setup. Odin Finch. That's just odd to me because it seems like the mother was trying to teach her her history. Something must have happened though. Oh. the loss of the other two kids. Yeah, that would make sense.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday,
Yep.
when Edie gave him a castle.
So this is Milton's.
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
And she didn't want to believe that he was dead, so they didn't even etch a date on there. Just gonna look around the other side too, just to see. Nothing on this side. It's just so interesting to me that it's just like, oh, we have another kid? Okay, let's just add on another section of the house. Oh, another one? Okay, we'll just add on another. Just kept building. With all the little footprints. It's a door. Cute little photo.
I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
His paintings were really good though.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Oh, is it one of those flip books? Achoo! I've run out of... Hold on. I gotta try this again. That's the door, right? Uh-huh. And he just never came back.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
You were still old enough to have some memories of him, but... Okay.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Is that when she sealed all the doors? Okay, so do I leave?
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Wait, he found something? Yeah, I can't go this way. Okay. Interesting. Which way? This way?
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself.
What in the world happened?
After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Right.
Everyone always told me to stay out of Lewis's room. Except Lewis.
he's a pot smoker. Okay. I hope that is not his demise. I would really hate that. Yeah, I can't go up there, so this is it. A damn boat up on top of their house, too. So anytime that these kids had to go and use the bathroom, they had to go all the way down and find a bathroom downstairs. That is a pain.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Okay. Had a little hookah. Playing some video games.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Oh, that's a high school diploma. I was like, oh, what did he get a diploma for? Ooh, okay. We have beer and prescription. That's not a good combination. Okay. Hey. This is Institute of Psychology?
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse.
Oh,
Newly
crap.
sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to...
Into what?
wander.
Oh. Oh. Oh!
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about.
No, I'm not very good at multitasking here.
Then something moved.
Something moved?
Bats. And toads. And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head.
Okay.
But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then.
What in the...
Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused.
Yeah, because we're not even like... We're just like a little work zombie.
Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend.
What's a dog?
On the edge of a city he named Louis Topia.
Oh! Oh! Oh, okay.
He built the city up slowly, brick by brick.
Brick by brick, eh? Okay.
Then he made musicians.
Is this in a game?
And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger.
Oh.
He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever.
I know, I'm surprised I'm even able to keep
Then one day it
multitasking.
struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished.
Okay.
He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
Oh. Okay. I'm still cutting fish.
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality.
Don't run it! Okay. I was like, don't run it off into the... You're gonna crash.
Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery.
Oh? Well, that's a problem.
Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on.
He was just numb to the world.
In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a
Let's go with a beautiful prince.
beautiful prince.
Yes. Oh, I'm getting backed up in my fish.
The prince was on his own quest for
Radiant rainbows or sinister serpents. You know what? Sinister serpents.
sinister serpents.
That's kind of neat. I like that. Oh, did I fail? My
He followed
bad.
the sound of his
Go with this one.
electric sitar.
Oh no, I think I'm supposed to hit all of them. No, I can't turn around. I'm sorry. I failed.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Oh my god, why'd you give me so many fish?
But he was so proud of having created it. in his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
What does that even mean?
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
We just don't even know reality from our imagination anymore. Okay, this is a little bit worrying.
He began to forget the world we know.
Huh.
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Dude, we're not even like throwing fish anymore.
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions. Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him.
Oh, oh, it's Molly. The little kitty.
His prince waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do.
Be crowned.
Bend down his head.
That's a guillotine?
I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
I hate that. I hate that. Close the book. The Little Prince. Prescription pills. I wonder if he OD'd. Damn. I hate hearing stuff like that. That's something that's kind of personal to myself as well. It's very unfortunate, and it happens every day.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left.
Where's... I guess our bedroom is upstairs?
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Oh, she wrote a book, To Teach and to Learn, 7 Ways to Create Fulfilling Classroom. That was the dad's disaster relief. Oh God, you have called your servants to ventures. Okay, so religion was a big part of her life.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night. That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
So that's probably what Grandma's gonna die from, because she's drinking alcohol with
the power had
medication.
been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance.
There's another entrance?
Or that Edie had a key to it.
Okay, this is neat. Oh, wow.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
We're gonna put her in a nursing home, though? This is all that she's ever known.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years.
We're gonna go out to see the house?
God, it smelled awful.
I'm sure.
No, I've seen that house every day of my life.
Uh-huh.
But I never thought I'd go back to it.
Wow, okay.
When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around.
Yeah, we definitely did get turned around. Is there not like a light? No? Okay.
I started seeing things.
Hello there, Buck.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed.
David.
But when I saw them, they felt like old friends.
Wait, saw who?
That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go. I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car.
We never got to finish the story.
I never saw Great Grandma Edie again.
Oh no.
The next morning, the band came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
Oh.
After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things.
Oh, we're not
But as
meant
it is,
to.
I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
Oh my god,
This
are we
tomb
being
was
born?
supposed to be for you.
The
But I
ba-
hope you'll never see it.
The baby is being born. Oh my god.
I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Well, that was What Remains of Edith Finch. So I'm recording this voiceover after I have played this game. Actually, it's been several weeks since I have played this game. Yet the story has still stuck in my mind very clearly, so that should tell you something about how gripping that this game has on you. There's not many games out there that I have played that have an effect on me emotionally, but I will say by the end of this game, I was definitely feeling it. I just felt very empathetic to all of the characters. I mean, there's just so much pain and tragedy in the family. It's hard not to feel something. And the ending is just, it's wonderful. I mean, it really is. I mean, you would hope that this supposed curse does not continue because he is the last living Finch. Same as his mother was. And it's a tragedy in itself at how young she was when she passed away. But yeah, I'm just thinking back on all of the stories, and it's just hard not to feel something when there's just, the stories are told so beautifully in a way that you almost get to see into the life of each of the characters before their unfortunate end. And that kind of sticks with you. That's gripping. It's very gripping. It's a very, very good story. I have nothing negative to say about this game. The storyline is absolutely wonderful. The gameplay aspect is 10 out of 10. I have no downfalls of this at all. Graphics are wonderful. They're beautiful graphics. All I can say is that the minds behind this game are truly phenomenal. To come up with such a storyline and the visuals to go with it, to just envelop you into the mystery surrounding the Finches and what happened to them and this supposed curse. They just did an amazing job. I mean, you really do get so involved in the mystery. And that's what keeps you going throughout the whole game, because it's just finding out what happened to each character. But I will tell you that, like, creating this house in itself with all of the little, the latches and the doors that go to the next room and so on and so forth, that's amazing. Like, I have never seen anything like that. That is literally like taking something out of my childhood. Like, you know, it's your own little castle with all of these secret doors and traps and da-da-da-da, you know? It's amazing. So, beautifully creative minds behind this game. That is for sure. But yeah. I can only suggest, and I'm going to leave this link, this game link down in the description below, but I highly, highly suggest that if you ever get the chance to play this game for yourself, do it. Because it's completely different than watching someone play it and playing it yourself. And it's gonna stick with you. Yep. Alright, well that is going to be the end of What Remains of Edith Finch. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this journey. And if you did, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below. And as always, I will see you guys all again next time. Goodbye.